Bob and Rita were obviously amazing leaders. The story is that this was a visionary family that wanted the best for Baltimore and did amazing things to make it happen.
There's hardly a day goes by that we don't think about how this wonderful foundation has meant so much to us.
Their support of the community and their sense of giving back to the community, I think, is deep and goes back many generations.
They're prominent names around Baltimore. To know what they stood for has really had a personal impact.
We never could ignore their impact when you think about the life of this city.
They care about the arts and advancement in medicine. They're active philanthropists who make the world a better place.
For the Baltimore Community Foundation, what we're about is identifying people who want to roll up their sleeves and make their neighborhoods stronger. The only way to change a city is from the bottom up. And in some ways speaks to Mr. Levy's vision, because he said that what Baltimore needed was an entity, an organization that came together and that could take a bird's eye look at what Baltimore needs. What Baltimore needed, he said, was a community foundation. And he not only recognized it, he made it happen. It's that entrepreneurial attitude toward making a difference that the Levi family helped establish. It's been a special privilege working with the Levi family. The children have been wonderful. I worked for Sandy for many years. She was a trustee here. Then Richard, of course, has been very active with us. And then Alex maintained his connection with Baltimore through the Bioethics Institute at Johns Hopkins.
They're incredibly generous. People have the opportunity to give to many different things in their lives, and they have chosen to give to the Berman Institute. We're an academic institute of Johns Hopkins University, so we do education, research, and training and outreach devoted to the study of bioethics. Well, they've given a very generous gift to allow us to recruit really smart young people to study with us for 2 years. And they come and get to work with us, and then we send them out into the world to do great work. And that's touching those people's lives. And then those people will go off and do work and also train others. So it's sort of a way of the next and future generations of trainees will benefit from what the Levys have done for us here.
The Associated has 12 local agencies, and essentially we're Jewish values in action, taking care of individuals literally from birth to end-of-life experiences. And the Hecht Levi Foundation, through their support, they've basically said to us, we trust the organization to make logical decisions that are going to impact the lives of the most vulnerable in our community. Not only do they care deeply about our organization, they care deeply about Baltimore and the world in general. They care. They want to be involved in viable, meaningful, and transformative conversation. They get things done.
The Hecht Levi Foundation has been supporting Peabody for, I think, close to 10 years now. They help us to support essentially 2 critical programs. One is our visiting guest artist program. It allows us to continue to bring in famous artists doing classes, doing concerts, and then also their support is for the Peabody Dance program, which is part of the preparatory. Because of the support of the foundation, you know, those are just experiences as an artist, as a young artist particularly, you never forget. The fact that we're able to be part of that partnership is a real honor. I think they have a sense that the role of music and art in a community is really important.
Well, you know, as a philanthropic family, they are a very important part of our work. We're not just an entertainment venue. We inspire, and that's what this family has totally tapped into, that this is for everybody. But I know of them through, again, the legacy on the board. Bob and Rita were both on the board. Their history is legend. They have, over the years, 3 generations, supported the symphony in many ways. With the arts, this family has made a huge impact. That is what they want to support. That is part of their philanthropic mission for our city. What that has brought to tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people.
In the case of the Levys, both Rita and Bob We worked very closely with them, and obviously that was very important. This was the way they lived, with these sculptures surrounding them in a beautiful house with beautiful gardens. And they wanted to carry that on. They wanted this beautiful collection to be installed with the intention of trying to create a space that would capture the same wonder that was in their own garden. You know, we're so lucky to have not only these great collections here to share with the public, but to have the kind of partnership that we've enjoyed where they know they want to sustain this legacy, and they realize what it takes. And we so value the involvement of the family, not only Sandy, but also Alexander and Richard. Thank you, Hecht Levi Foundation. We are so grateful.
Thank you to the Levi family and the Hecht Levi Foundation for all you do for Baltimore, for Maryland, and for Johns Hopkins.
Thank you, Hecht Levi Foundation, for a fabulous tradition of philanthropy here in Baltimore.
On behalf of the Peabody Institute, I want to thank the Hecht Levi Foundation.
Thank you for everything.
Congratulations to all of you.